What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to a new series that we are going to be having here on the channel in Madden 19. And not necessarily new, we're not reinventing the wheel. These were quite popular in Madden 18 on my channel and elsewhere. And those are like, it's like a combination of a career mode and like a full career simulation. I know Param Crow did it, I did them. I know TD Barrett does them. It's basically what we're going to do here is we're going to see Lamar Jackson from the beginning as a rookie all the way until he decides to hang up his cleats. I don't know if that's going to be 10 years from now. I don't know if that's going to be 12 years from now. I don't know if it's going to be 20 years from now. We've seen some quarterbacks in Madden 18 play till they're 40. But what's going to make this series a little bit different is these episodes are always going to follow a day or so after a realistic rebuild. So we're going to find the premier player that you guys want to see a career mode from the realistic rebuilds and do a career mode with them from start to finish. So as you can see, we have Lamar Jackson here checking the signals there, taking a selfie. And he starts out, well, we know this is your base stats for Lamar Jackson. Viewing his player card. 79 overall. He has 79 scrambler overall, 72 strong arm, 70 West Coast, 69 field general. When you look at his base ratings, 94 throw power, 74 deep, 80 medium, 83 short. You got the 85 throw in the run, which I actually think is a pretty damn low. 75 play action, 75 throw under pressure, and 89 break sack with just, the ridiculous speed and agility. He's maybe the greatest athlete to ever play the quarterback position. And when you start off, he's the number 26 ranked quarterback. So rather than, just start, simming the first 5 years and seeing what happens, we are going to jump in at the tail end of the realistic rebuild of everything we accomplished and have done with Lamar Jackson, from building the team around him to properly, developing him into the franchise superstar quarterback that he is. Because I found an issue in Madden 18 when we just did career modes is we didn't have enough control. Oftentimes, I remember we did actually a Lamar Jackson career mode, and they would never sign a wide receiver to help him out. It was always just Lamar Jackson trying to do the whole thing by himself. So that is why it's going to be different this year. I think it's a better way of presenting it. So I hope you guys do enjoy. So let's catch up where we ended in the realistic rebuild with Lamar Jackson in his career. All right, so now we're popping in to the end of the Ravens Realistic Rebuild, which was the 2022 season, where we're coming off a 27-17 Super Bowl 56 loss to the Green Bay Packers. It was our first playoff experience for the whole 5 years. Took us 4 years to even get to that point. So I mean, this, like I said, this series will also double up as like expanding on what you guys got the last couple years in a realistic rebuild, because ultimately we're going to be going in these saves and going multiple seasons, more than just the standard 5. But we will just be obviously more so solely focusing on one player, and that player in today's episode is going to be Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a base 92 overall with a +2 confidence boost, bringing it to a 94, 92 scrambler, 89 strong arm, 88 West Coast, and 88 field general. Looking at the stats more in depth, he went from being the 26th ranked quarterback in the league to number 4 over a 5-year period. That is a great jump. 95 throw power. His accuracy is looking pretty decent. 92 medium, 95 short, 96 throw on the run, 92 break sack. His secondary attributes, like his athletic attributes, haven't really developed much, if at all, which kind of makes sense, because you'd figure Lamar Jackson is probably as good of an athlete as he is, as of right now. Like, he's never going to be that much faster, that much quicker than what he is right now in the league as a rookie. So here in year 5, that's why it's pretty much the same. So looking at his stats, I've already busted out the calculator. We've had 5 years in the league, and through 5 years, Lamar Jackson has 20,000 passing yards, roughly 158 touchdowns to 69 picks. Now here's a comparison for you. Andrew Luck has been in the league for 6 seasons, only played 5. Andrew Luck, maybe the most heralded college quarterback coming to the National Football League ever. He has 19,000 passing yards, 132 touchdowns to 68 interceptions. And I think ultimately the Baltimore Ravens teams we've been on have been pretty similar for the most part, up until probably this 2022 season, in terms of talent around. Like, both we've had average offensive lines. You've had one really dynamic playmaker at wide receiver, some decent play at tight end. So I think, just having Lamar Jackson be that far ahead of Andrew Luck through 5 seasons of actually playing, that's a really good standard that has already been set. And Lamar Jackson is just, we're going to try to build upon this. We got the 1 Super Bowl berth. Now we need to try to get the Super Bowl win. So now let's hop into the 2023 season and get a full recap. All right, we're taking it back here now. 3 years after the last time we touched base, we're in the 2025 season. 2023 and 2024 have not gone as planned for the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. During that point, we did not make the playoffs. We were 8-8 in 2023, and in 2024, we're kind of hard done by. We were 10-6. Thought we might have been able to get through there. That's usually all right enough to like give you a slim chance of getting in through the wild card. In the 2023 season, just not a good year for Lamar Jackson. 4,300 passing yards, 23 DDs, 12 interceptions. 2024, 3,800 passing yards, 34 touchdowns, 5 picks. Now, we do note that, look at this, man. 2024 was a little bit different, but, this needs to get fixed. The fact that Lamar Jackson, in a simulation standpoint, no matter what your scheme is, his stats still should play to what he is. Like, in the history of a quarterback having 91 speed and being built like Lamar Jackson, why are they getting numbers like this? Like, what is the scheme? With it's like, I get the debate that, okay, maybe the playbook we have don't have designed quarterback runs, but he's still got to scramble. He's still got to make plays out of nothing when plays break down. The fact that he's not doing that in the sim standpoint kind of is limiting Lamar Jackson. I think that's a big reason why we haven't hit the success levels that we have with certain other players. But he's a 95 overall right now. That's pretty goddamn good. Also, we didn't talk about it last time. What awards have we actually won with Mr. Lamar Jackson? He was the Offensive Rookie of the Year and the best quarterback in this season, the 2025 season. So we're starting to rack up some awards here. But obviously no MVP, nothing like that. But now we're getting ready for a playoff push. We have one Super Bowl appearance. That is it under our belt. So hopefully we can make a lively playoff run and do some damage. And when the event happens, if and when we make the Super Bowl, you better believe we'll be playing that game again. Disappointing effort for sure, falling to the Jets 24-17. But this wasn't even a matchup of Lamar Jackson versus Sam Darnold either. Lamar, 228 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception, and just nothing. Oh my God, the fact that Lamar Jackson's not running at all is very frustrating and kind of disappointing to me. And hopefully, maybe by the time you guys see this video, it'll be included in the first patch, because definitely people other than myself have been making noise about mobile quarterbacks not reflecting anything about their proper attributes in a sim. But yeah, we got bounced in the playoffs, man. So another year to the grind. All right, we're now here back in 2028, and it looks like the trend is continuing. 2 years no playoffs, 1 year with the playoffs. Lamar Jackson is, well, he's not officially a 99, but with the confidence boost, is a 99 overall. We last were touching based on the 2025 season. So in 2026, down here for Lamar Jackson, 3,700 yards, 20 TDs, 14 picks. But in 2027, upper echelon, once again, 3,900 yards, 32 TDs, 4 picks. And then he has statistically his greatest season ever, surpassing 2021 here in 2028 with 3,900 passing yards, 39 TDs to 6 picks. His rushing numbers are still not acceptable. His rushing numbers are still numbers that he probably would put up in one single game, but we'll just have to make do with that. So we're finally trying to make another playoff push here in 2028, 10 years after Lamar Jackson was drafted. Any players? DK Metcalf is still there. Bergstrom is still there. Those are probably the only 2 guys on offense that you guys will remember from the realistic rebuild. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm not seeing too many people. Anoma, we drafted him. He's been unbelievable for us. 90 overall. He's been a consistent. Look at that, 2025. He peaked, but still has been very, very solid. Especially becoming more well-rounded. A guy that's not just a rush the passer, but everyone else on the D. Oh, and Justin Reed. So we got a couple faces still on this team, 10 years in. But we really need to make a playoff push. I would really like to play the Super Bowl once more with Lamar Jackson, but see if we can get there. Well, in the first playoff game, we beat the Houston Texans 24-21. Lamar Jackson wasn't really anything special. Under 200 yards passing, a touchdown, and a pick. But we still got the victory. And then we went to the divisional round, and we got beat by the Denver Broncos 30-24. A little bit more competitive. Lamar Jackson, again, not the best, man. 220 passing yards, 3 TDs, 2 picks is not good enough, even though their quarterback, Long Burhay, great name. How come there's 9 prospects named Long, first name Long, in the draft every year? But we're in the playoffs again, and if Lamar Jackson is hitting that, that old man Kurt Warner, as soon as he's 30, he's only gonna start playing better mode, I will absolutely take that. He's only got better every single season. And even though we've had some disappointing years, Lamar Jackson's still putting in the work. So here's to 2029, year 11, being the one that finally gets Lamar a ring. All right, a little bit bigger of a gap now. We've gone 4 years. So last we were at 2028. Now we're at 2032. And let me tell you, I think right now what we have found out is Lamar Jackson's going to go down as the greatest quarterback to play on the worst teams in history. I don't think there's another quarterback. You could say maybe Dan Marino, but at least he played on a couple decent Dolphin teams. Lamar Jackson, the last 4 years in terms of win-loss record, we got in 2029, we'll just go in order, 2-12-2. The next season was 5-11. The year after that was 4-12. This year was 6-9-1. There is absolutely no team here with Lamar Jackson. I've actually decided to just let the computer try to build it because they should be all right? So Lamar Jackson sitting at 58,000 passing yards, 421 touchdowns, and 154 interceptions at this point in his career, 15 years in. Now, because I'm doing online franchise, I can't switch from my head coach from the rebuild to Lamar Jackson. So he can retire at any given point. So we'll just do one of these recaps from now on because, let's be honest, a mobile quarterback playing in the year 15, what did Michael Vick? Michael Vick got up there, but then you had the whole, jail thing, so he didn't have as much wear and tear. But as it stands right now, those are pretty goddamn good numbers for Lamar Jackson, considering some of the poor teams he's been on, especially in the back end of his career. 2023, we're getting a little bit better, but at least we're staying the same. Seems like every year we went up and then we go down, up and down. 6-9-1. I love that, being able to just tie back-to-back seasons. Add in 3,900 more passing yards, 23 TDs, 7 picks for Lamar Jackson. So he's definitely dropping off. He's probably going to be calling it quits any day now. I would not want to stay with the Ravens team. They're cursed. This team sucks. So I'm recording this in post. That's what we call in the business once we're already recorded. It's not live. Lamar Jackson, this was Lamar Jackson's final season. As you can tell, he's regressed down to an 88 overall. And at age 38, he has decided to hang up his cleats after another disappointing season. 7-8-1. I don't know why we keep getting ties, but it keeps happening. Not a bad year. 4,000 yards from him, 28 TDs. Looking at career numbers, 66,000 passing yards, 472 total passing touchdowns to 170 picks. We're not even going to look at the rushing yards because that was broken. But look at that, man. He's what? That's 7th all-time, 6 or 7. Top 10 in total passing yards. Look at that. 472 touchdowns. Puts him between Carson Wentz and some random guy. This sucks for Lamar Jackson, but he has done enough. I assume he's going to go off after he retires and end up, helping the needy. Because that is exactly what he's done his entire career with the Baltimore Ravens here ever since we finished the realistic rebuild. This has just been a disgustingly bad team that Lamar Jackson has carried on and on and on. I'm surprised I guarantee this guy has chronic back problems from putting this team on his back for that long. Look at this offense. This offense is absolutely terrible. Only 2 players over an 85 overall. But thank you guys for watching the career mode of Lamar Jackson. These will continue to happen after every realistic rebuild with the star players if you guys want it to. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace